Hey, church, I hope you're doing well today. I'm sitting here with Brother Todd, and we are on a Monday right after an eventful Sunday. We had a great day yesterday, baptized a great number of young people and then some adults yesterday, great crowds all summer. And I want to say thank you, church, for being so faithful through the summer. God has really blessed the attendance, the giving. We've had a lot of people saved and reached this summer, baptized. So I would say probably one of the best summers we've ever had as a church. And we're just looking forward to carrying that momentum right into the fall. It's hard for me to say fall in August, but I guess apparently because school's starting, we have to call it fall. But we'll call it the summer-fall schedule coming up here. But, you know, with a lot of the things that we are experiencing with the growth at the church, bigger crowds, less parking, all those things, church, you have gone right through this like champs. You've really just leaned into this. I appreciate so many of you who have gotten to know some of our new members. So many of you have stepped up as new leaders in our church. And it's just been an exciting season of ministry. We want to build on that. We want to carry that right into the fall. And as you know, we're coming into a major shift in our service schedule, not what we're doing, but how we're doing it. And of course, our Sunday morning service will meet at 10 o'clock. It's a worship service. But our choir, beginning this Sunday, is going to be staying up. That's going to create us about another 90 to 95 seats every Sunday, which will help our ushers. It'll help us with guests. And so thank you, choir, for your willingness to do that. We really appreciate that. But then many of you park every Sunday over at the theater. We're going to ask you to continue to do that and create space. But then beginning on August the 11th, we're going to begin what we're calling a mirrored Sunday evening and Wednesday evening service. In the Heritage Center, I'll be preaching the Bible starting in Revelation 17, and we're going to finish Revelation through the end of this year. But I'll be preaching on Sunday evening, and then on Wednesday evening, the exact same message, I'll be preaching it as well. We're doing this because we're creating more space for our small groups to meet. As our church has grown, we've had to start more small groups, and those small groups, some of them are not so small. And so we've tried to create space where we can get connected in our connection points. And so on Sunday evenings, we'll have some connection points that will meet during the service while I'm preaching. And then the groups that are meeting on Wednesday night will come with me on Sunday evenings. And then vice versa. On Wednesday evening, I'll be preaching the exact same message, same songs, same program, same everything, but those who are with me on Sunday evening will then flip-flop and they'll go to their Wednesday evening group. And so we're doing this. That is beginning on August the 11th. I know that that's a big change. I know that that's going to cause a lot of just moving parts the first couple of weeks. Church, just be patient with us. We'll have plenty of people helping steer traffic and helping you get the right place. Your connection point leader will be speaking to you about this. But we're doing this for several reasons. And Brother Todd, I know that you lead our connection point ministry, and there are several reasons that we're doing this because we are facing some challenges. Why don't you share some of the challenges that we're facing? These are all good challenges, by the way. It's just things that we're dealing with. Why don't you share some of that with the church today?
We shared with our leaders this Sunday. We had a great luncheon, and I shared with them, I'd much rather be experiencing growing pains than dying pains. And that's what we're experiencing is some growing pains. What this mirrored option is going to allow us to do is utilize the same room twice in a week, some rooms even 3 times in a week. We have a few connection points that meet on Sunday morning. Brother Wayne's meets on Wednesday morning, but Sunday night and Wednesday night, they'll be able to utilize the same room. This maintains our multi-generational feel. This creates more room for space. It kind of lifts the lid that we've been experiencing. A lot of our groups have kind of maxed out the rooms that they're in. So we're starting a new 40s class connection point, a new 50s connection point. Super excited about that, moving some things around. And it's really just going to give us a good opportunity to grow a little bit more, to enlist new leaders. That's something we're always trying to do, is to train, recruit and train new leaders. And so it's going to be a great opportunity. I know the service on Sunday night and Wednesday night in the Heritage Center is going to have a different feel, but we're going to lean into that. We're making arrangements. Everybody will be kind of seated in the 3 center sections. We've got some stuff we're doing with lighting. Brother Zach's doing with our music team that's going to be unique to those services. And it's just going to be a great opportunity for us to grow, to reach more people, and again, to see leaders develop. And I'm really excited, particularly these 2 new classes. I want to encourage many of you, you may not be able to make it right now on a Wednesday night connection point. And Sunday night's going to work great for you. We always thought more options is a good thing. So some of you can't come on a Wednesday night right now. Please try out a Sunday night connection point. They'll be meeting at 5:30 to 6:30 on Sunday nights. Brother John, our kids choir will still be meeting on Wednesday night.
House open.
Coffee house will be open Sunday and Wednesday. The multi-generational feel of our church, which is one of our strengths, will still be here. The same number of people will be on campus. We're still going to have nursery Sunday and Wednesday night. Still have kids ministry on Sunday and Wednesday night. So a lot of aspects of this change are really not changing. Some of the same things we're doing. We're just creating more room for space, and really excited about what God's doing.
I'm looking forward to the service for two reasons. I know as pastors and preachers, we like to preach to a full room. But one of the things that gets lost sometimes is as our church is growing and getting larger, there's not as much of an opportunity to have that fellowship and to connect with smaller group of people. Well, on Sunday nights, I'm looking forward to preaching to 200 to 250 people on Sunday night, and then they're doing the same thing on Wednesday night. We're not even going to be streaming these services. We'll record them, we'll record the message, and then on Thursday, that message will be put out. So you'll be able to stay up with the series. If for some reason you're on vacation, you have a work responsibility that week, you'll be able to continue to stay up with it through the app. But really, I'm looking forward to having that smaller, intimate group. And again, as God blesses, I pray that that group grows. And as it continues to grow, we're reaching new people. Brother Todd, one of the other things that I think we face sometimes here at the church is, you know, when we build a ministry, we do something that we think about who we have now, but we forget we've got a lot of people that need to be here. We have so many guests every week. Over the summer, first time ever, we averaged over 800 people in the summer. And just reaching new families. We were in a meeting this morning talking about all the new families that are coming to church, new young people, single adults, every age and stage represented. And sometimes in our groups, we get comfortable because we think, well, man, our group is being ministered to, but we forget there is a whole lot of guests that we need to create space for and create room for. I'm excited about this. Talk about how this is going to help us do a better job ministering to our guests and helping them plug in.
Well, many of you have not been at our church as long as some, but about 9-10 years ago, I guess now, we moved from a Sunday school model that our church had done for over 50 years to what we call our Connection Point model. And that was a time where some people thought, hey, is this going to work? And almost overnight, we lifted some lids in some areas and saw we began to grow and create more room and reach more people. Many of you have been reached. One of the things, I teach our doorway class every month that our new members, people that want to be a member, go through. And I love that when they come into that doorway class, almost all of those folks have already gotten plugged into a connection point.
It's huge.
And if they'll get connected in a small group, as we grow bigger, we want to get smaller. And if they'll get connected with a group of people, we were just talking last night after our leaders meeting with Brother Mike Melton, leads our 60s Plus Connection Point with Brother David Turner. And Brother Mike's father just passed away. And Brother Mike commented to me and you, he said, our entire Connection Point was at that funeral, was a blessing to our family, was encouraging us. And folks, that's what Connection Points are all about. Those are the folks that know when you have a need. They know when it's your anniversary and your birthday, or if you have a sickness in your family. And so as we grow larger as a church, and we certainly want to impact our community, we built the Heritage Center 4 years ago to continue to reach people. But as we get bigger, we want to start more of these small groups, these connection points, to be able to impact people's life up close. And so I really think this is going to give us a better opportunity to do that.
And we've got leaders that are going to watch this video that are not leading yet. What you just said is exactly right. Just this change is not solving all the problems, because we know, we believe, and we're trusting God for more people to be reached, more growth to come. We're going to need some of you to step up and start leading a connection point, because we need to start more all the time. And really, our heart is over the next 2 years to start many more connection points for every age group, every stage in this church, because we want to be intentional with not just a worship service and not just discipleship, but also fellowship and helping people connect and get tied into the work of God. I say this all the time: if someone does not get in a small group, they will not stay long at Pinecrest, because it is impossible on a Sunday morning to get completely ministered to, have fellowship, and do everything that's necessary to really help you grow as a Christian. So these small groups are so important. Every service is distinctive at Pinecrest. Our Sunday morning service is a worship service. Our Sunday evening, now Wednesday evening service is really focused on discipleship. We dive a little bit deeper in the Word, and the focus is really, you'll find this is on teaching the Bible. I have a big burden that people at Pinecrest not just get inspired to serve God, but they get instructed and learn the Bible. And that is my opportunity to teach the Bible to our groups in a smaller setting on Sunday night and Wednesday night. And so I want to ask, and then Wednesday night, of course, or our connection point, whenever that is, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, or Wednesday morning, whichever group it is, the focus is on fellowship and getting connected to one another. And so all of these are necessary. Yeah. And so do not get the idea, hey, I can skip one of these. No, you need to be at all three.
Yes.
You really need that worship service. You need that discipleship and that time with your pastor and that evangelistic fervor that we're going to get together where we're inspired to go out and win people to the Lord. And then you need that fellowship with the body. And so I'm asking you, if you choose a Sunday night connection point, come back on Wednesday and get in the auditorium and get discipleship. If you choose a Wednesday night connection point, come back on Sunday night and get that discipleship and that Bible teaching. We need all of this to encourage one another. And I really believe that God has ordered our steps in this. We're trusting that God's going to help us reach new people. And I want to encourage you to start inviting people to your small group. Whichever group you choose, invite them. There are many people that are looking not for a friendly church, but for real friends.
That's right.
And we want to connect people to one another and, of course, in turn, connect people to the Lord Jesus Christ. And so, Brother Todd, it has been a phenomenal summer.
Yep.
We give God all the glory for it. But, man, the fall is here. And we want to finish 2024 strong, reaching people with the gospel of Christ. So we look forward to this change. Don't forget, it's August the 11th. That's when all of this kicks off. It all will begin the Sunday night, Wednesday night mirrored option.
And our kickoff night, to explain this, we'll explain even more details. Wednesday night, August the 7th, at 7 o'clock. You'll make sure you want to be here Wednesday night, August the 7th, for our Connection Point kickoff night. We'll be introducing our Kids Connection Point leaders, have several new Kids Connection Point leaders, new youth workers. We'll be introducing them, and also all of our adult Connection Point leaders, of which several of them will be new too. So you want to be here that night.
And I'm really excited about this 5th and 6th grade class that we're starting. We felt like our 5th graders are too old for kids church and our 6th graders are too young for youth department. And we have got a great 5th and 6th grade plan. And last night they had a great activity up here, ran through the church without lights on with laser tag. I wish I'd have known. I'd have been here. But look, you guys have been awesome, church. It's been an awesome summer. Let's finish the summer strong. Let's kick off the fall, and let's just let God use each one of us for his honor and glory. Sure love you, church. We look forward to seeing you on the Lord's Day this upcoming Sunday.